What is going down, SDS? Happy Monday to you all. It's a good Monday today. We've got 49ers versus Cardinals in Mexico. I'm very excited about this game, extremely looking forward to it. We're going to talk about our bold predictions. We're going to talk about the injury updates. There's been quite a bit for the Cardinals. We're going to get into it all right now. You already know what to do. Smash that like button and drop an SDS in the chat if you're vibing with this ginger beard. Let's go. Smash that like button if you haven't already. Love to see it. How are we doing today? Shout out to all the SDS, man. Good to see all of you in here. This is a big game. Division games are always going to have massive implications. And let's face it, even though the Cardinals may be struggling a little bit, they're not that far behind the San Francisco 49ers. Got to win every game in division. A lot of stuff at stake today. Hopefully, you guys are doing well on this Monday as we get prepared for a massive primetime game in Mexico. I mean, I'm not going to lie, the lead up to this Mexico game has been phenomenal. It's been really cool because, hey, I've even learned more about Mexican culture just trying to, vibe with, the area in which the 49ers are traveling and going to play. And it's really cool that stadium, Estadio Azteca, holds over 100,000 people, and it already has been reported that over 80% of the fans in attendance will be 49ers fans. So it's about to be a movie down there. I'm really looking forward to it. And I think the vibes are going to be electric. It's going to be nice. It's going to be sick. I really do believe that. So we got some injury updates heading into this game. More so on the Cardinals side. They're coming into this game injured. But let's go through some of the injuries that they have been dealing with up until this point. We got some confirmation this morning that good old Kyler Murray, he will be out for this game. The Cardinals starting quarterback will not play. Now, typically when we announce these types of injuries, especially in a game like this where the starting quarterback isn't playing, the response that you get from fans and comment sections and things like that are, let's go. Oh, easy dub, things like that. Well. Maybe not so much this week, because I think San Francisco 49er fans remember what happened the last time these two teams met, just over a year ago. Again, same vibes. Colt McCoy, I believe their starting running back at the time, I think, was Kenyon Drake. He was hurt. I even think DeAndre Hopkins was hurt. They were missing a lot of players. Week 9, heading into Levi's Stadium. And I think we all would have agreed that the 49ers should have won that game and would have won that game. But the Colt McCoy-led Cardinals dismantled the 49ers. And it was really close to being one of those situations where it's like, oh my gosh, the 49ers season hung in the balance at that time. So the response that we've gotten from the Kyler Murray injury not playing today has been very similar. It's like, oh gosh, we would rather have Kyler Murray playing than Colt McCoy. So I want to ask you, our first time poll in the chat today, are you more concerned that the San Francisco 49ers are going to have to play Colt McCoy opposed to Kyler Murray? I want to see what you guys have to say. Chili, I see you. I'm going to get to you in a second, Chili. Just got to let you know. But drop it in the chat. Are you guys more concerned with Colt? Are you less concerned with Colt? Because of what Colt McCoy did week 9 last year. So I'm interested. I'm interested to see. Right off the bat, Charlene says yes, a little bit more concerned. Russell says nah, no. Bubbly says nah, we have a better defense, which is true. We had some glaring holes in that particular game. For example, as Mike Wright points out, no Kirkpatrick. Oh my goodness. Yes, the San Francisco 49ers started Dre Kirkpatrick in that game, and it went horribly for him. I think he was released shortly after that because it just did not work out. Buck says no because we have a bear on our team. Peyton says no. Jesus says nah. Joshua says, I like that we're playing McCoy because Bosa can catch him easier. And I think that's a great point. Throw Menahue into that mix. Samson Ebukam looks like he'll be back after missing last game. He was questionable. I haven't seen an official designation saying Samson Ebukam is playing or he's not playing. But considering he returned to practice this week and participated, does indicate, at least from a good sign, that Samson Ebukam will play today. So the 49ers could be getting some pieces back on that defensive line. And we do know Charles Omenihu has been balling out as well. And Colt McCoy is a mobile quarterback, but not nearly in the sense that Kyler Murray is. And let's be honest. Chili says less concerned. Kyler is such a dangerous scrambler. Colt isn't on the same level. No, he is not. But he is still capable of playing outside the pocket. Brian says, I'm stressed. Daniel says Colton is an actual quarterback, so he will utilize the offense in a different way. So I agree. There's I think pros and cons to both quarterbacks. I really do. So it is going to be interesting to see how it really does come to fruition. No, because we don't have Josh Norman anymore. Oh, good stuff. Good stuff. So it's kind of back and forth, right? It's kind of back and forth. Let's see. Chili says, thank you for the super chat. Chili says, hey, Brad, I think it'd be big for the community if you chat with us on Discord during the game. We're undefeated ever since the Discord started. Ooh, I might have to pop in there today. So I might have to pop in there. And again, if you do want to join our Discord, I missed it last week, but I've been told it is popping in the Discord chat on game day. So feel free to hop in. I dropped a link in the chat. Join our, again, it's a great place to vibe with other SDS squad members and just chat about the game as it's unfolding live. And again, shout out Chili for getting that up and running. It's actually a phenomenal place. There's so many resources in there. It's really cool. So if you want to join up, feel free. We'll be talking San Francisco 49ers, and I think I will pop in there today. There was some speculation throughout this week regarding DeAndre Hopkins. Was DeAndre going to play? He didn't practice early in the week, but he did return, and it has been indicated that DeAndre Hopkins will play. DeAndre Hopkins is one of the best wide receivers in the NFL still, so he will prove to be a big target to try to erase today. It's going to be interesting to see how Charvarius Ward does against D-Hop in his first matchup with him as a member of the 49ers. So I'm looking forward to that. The Cardinals will also, but they will be without Hollywood Brown. Hollywood Brown was their leading receiver this year. He was playing at a pretty high level, and he's putting up a decent amount of production. But Hollywood Brown was practicing throughout the week as he's working his way back from IR, but the Cardinals opted not to activate him. So no Hollywood Brown, but they still have Rondale Moore. They still have weapons out there. Uh, they did lose Zach Ertz for the year. That's definitely going to be a blow for them, but they do have a young rookie in Trey McBride, I believe out of Colorado State, but he was one of those kind of upper echelon tight end prospects coming out of this draft class. So he's a rookie, but he does have some skill sets, a decent skill set. So it'll be interesting to see how Trey McBride looks. Also, too, they will be out. They're starting right tackle. I think this is right tackle, left tackle, right tackle. Either way, starting tackle DJ Humphreys. He will be out, as well as starting cornerback Byron Murphy. Byron Murphy will also be out. So the Cardinals seem a little bit more banged up, or at least similarly banged up to the 49ers up until this point. So I don't think injuries can be an excuse for this game. The 49ers still have to show up and show out and get it done. Injuries aren't going to be an excuse for the 49ers. So we got to see how it all plays out. There also is, if you guys do want to get in on this, residency dropped today, a new Mexico themed hat. So if you do want to get in on that, go to my Instagram story, click on the link. It will take you to the hat itself. And of course, if you use the promo code DSF9ers, we'll get you a little discount on your order. So that is a cool little drop that we just had today. So go check that out if that is something you have interest in. I see you guys talking about the cleats. The cleats were fire. I know you've seen the cleats. Woo! Federico. They're fire. Absolutely fire. Joshua says Kyler's too busy playing COD. Fun fact. Kyler Murray has not played a football game since the new Call of Duty Warzone has been released. And yes, I get it. It was released just recently. It's a joke, people. Relax. But anytime we can have some fun with Kyler, I'm all for it. I'm all for it. So yes, Eric Armstead is still out. But like I said, it does look like Samson Ebukam is returning. So that is a good sign. That is a good sign for the 49ers. Also had some I don't know if you guys saw, but it was litty for the 49ers. It's been an experience. Everything that we've heard, 49er fans are everywhere in Mexico. This was the scene when they were coming back. I think this was at the hotel. I don't know for sure. It's either the hotel, airport, one of the two. And 49er fans were everywhere, just mobbing the team, welcoming them. The faithful are out there in Mexico. So it's pretty damn cool, man. It is pretty cool to see all that good stuff, man. Again, I think the vibes tonight, they're going to be electric. Fans are ready, primed for this game. So really, really looking forward to it. Will they allow Gutierrez to play? I doubt it. They would have to call him up, and that means he would have to take one of those spots, being elevated from the practice squad. It would be cool if they did it, but again, I don't imagine they would, because it was a stretch. It was really hard just to get out, and it's a cool story for Alfredo Gutierrez, coming back to his home country as a member of the 49ers. I don't know if they would activate him just for that because it was hard enough to get him into an actual preseason game this offseason. So I would lean towards probably not, but it would make for a cool story if they did do that. I don't know if you guys saw, I think it was yesterday, Ndamukong Suh said it was between the San Francisco 49ers and the Eagles. He decided to sign with the Eagles. So it does sound like the 49ers are looking at interior defensive tackle help. Clearly, they were looking at Ndamukong Suh. Suh chose to play for the Eagles instead of the 49ers. Is that a good choice? I don't know. The Eagles, they won, doing well, but I don't know. Should have came to the 49ers. Just saying. Just saying. Another little cool nugget heading into this game is this guy right here was the pilot for the 49ers getting into Mexico City. Uh, oh, I got you. I might absolutely butcher the name, but I got you. Big happy birthday shout out to Tanquavius. I probably butchered the name, and my apologies. But a big happy birthday to you. Big game today. Hopefully the 49ers win for your birthday. Uh, but I do apologize if I absolutely butchered your name, which is, it happens. Not just to you, to pretty much everyone. Quavo. Okay, I got you. That helps. Uh Tanquavius? I think so. Anyways, happy birthday, my fellow 49er faithful. We appreciate you as always. Hope you have a phenomenal birthday today. Hopefully get that dub for you as well. Um, but again, that's the pilot that brought the 49ers in to Mexico City. So shout out that guy. Could you imagine if there was like some turbulence and you find out later it's a Seahawks fan just like messing with the plane, trying to get everyone all sick? Thought that would be funny. We'll do score predictions here in a second. Corey Soto, shout out Corey, appreciate the super chat. Says, do you think the Colorado program has a positive, negative, or no effect on the Niners tonight? Sounded like it may be a necessary toll. It really did sound unnecessary. At least the way that the players talked about it. Again, they started off outdoors. It was cold. Now I get that, and also when Kyle talked about it, he said they didn't go too hard throughout the week, but on the last day they really picked it up and said players were really feeling the elevation. So, I don't know. It might be a slight mental advantage, I would imagine, just understanding like, hey, we've been out running in this type of environment for a couple days. Like, I'm sure your body acclimates at a certain level. So, you know, I would say it would help a little bit. It could give you a slight mental edge. Could give you again your body acclimating to it. We'll find out. We'll see. We'll see how many people are grabbing those oxygen masks on the sideline and see if it's going to be more Cardinals or 49ers doing it. I imagine both, but we'll see. Do I think it was an unnecessary toll? I don't think it was totally unnecessary. I do not mind. I do not mind teams trying to find any potential competitive advantage possible and taking advantage of it. And if you see that as one, then go for it. I just don't feel like some of the players liked being in the cold in the cold. And they're like, wait, I want to go to Mexico. Isn't it hot down there? Like, or we're going south of the border. Like, what temperature they may have had a problem with. But we'll see. We'll see. It'll be interesting to see if they talk about it after the game and say, "Yeah, we really did see, um, the, like, from a I could say from a performance perspective, was there a performative advantage? Maybe, but I do think things like this, I think it's another opportunity for more bonding, more team bonding, just more being around each other and just vibing, doing stuff like that. I think it's a good thing. So we'll see, and we're not unfortunately going to buy into this propaganda. I appreciate the Cardinals fan hopping in, but we're not going to buy into this propaganda. Let's talk about the game a little bit. Again, I do think when you look at the injuries that have occurred for the uh, Cardinals, yeah, it could feel daunting. But let's keep it a buck. Whatever it is, the Cardinals play the 49ers really well historically. Whether it's, for decades, whether it's for Kyle Shanahan's tenure with the 49ers, they just do. I can't explain it. I can't explain how the Colt McCoy led Cardinals just whooped the 49ers at home last year. I can't explain it. Um, so I'm not buying it. I'm really not. And until I see the San Francisco 49ers play whistle to whistle, meaning the first whistle to the last whistle, uh, at a level that is consistent, solid execution, things like that, I think anything can happen. So, although I am confident that the San Francisco 49ers are going to win this game, I think we're all enough of realists to understand that anything can happen this game, you know? So 50-0, I don't agree. I don't agree with that. I don't think it's going to be a butt whooping like that. I actually believe it's going to be a little bit of a closer game. I do. I think that the the Cardinals still have good pieces offensively, defensively, and I do think Colt McCoy has been there long enough to be able to step in and operate the offense and at least move the ball. Now, if the defense can be opportunistic and win the turnover battle, I also think if the 49ers can win uh, the I think if they could win the time of possession battle and things like that and execute in the red zone and also play 4 quarters. Yeah, I definitely think they can win. But hey, that team gets paid millions of dollars as well to come out and win football games. They're in desperation mode. So, yeah, you've heard the saying, hungry dogs hunt best. And when you got a team's back against the wall who needs a win, you never know what you're gonna get. So DeAndre Hopkins, phenomenal talent. Rondell Moore, really good talent. Uh, they got they're not bad. They got Cliff Kingsbury calling the shots. We'll see. And they got injuries on the defense. So we'll see. But I don't know. I don't know. Uh am I doing less live videos nowadays? I don't think so. Uh I'm still doing 5 days, 6 days a week. I didn't do one yesterday because there was no game. But yeah, I feel like I'm still on those lives. I don't know. Does it feel like I'm doing less lives? Let's see. My guy says Nick Bosa in Mexico. Yeah, he's in Mexico. He also has the fifth best selling jersey in Mexico. That was pretty interesting. But let's do. I think it's time. I think the chat is ready to do some score predictions because I already see them popping up in the chat. So I think it's time. I think it is absolutely time. You know what time it is. It is time to drop your score predictions in the chat for San Francisco 49ers versus the Arizona Cardinals. I want to see if you think this is a blowout. I want to see if you think this is close. If the 49ers lose, again, no shame. No shame if you don't think the 49ers are going to win, even if you're a 49er fan. Just tell it how you feel. So drop it in the chat. What you think the score prediction will be. Curious to see if we have a wide margin, close margin, what the general consensus is feeling heading into this game with Colt McCoy starting at quarterback. Very, very interesting to see. And Corey, I see you as well with the super chat. I'm going to get to that in 1 second. I see you have a score. I'll start off with you because you dropped a score prediction in there as well, as everyone else is getting their score predictions in. So we'll start with Corey. And again, appreciate all you guys dropping the super chats on me. Also, smash that like button. Hey, did you guys see that we're almost to 48K? Woo! Almost to 48. Who would have thought, man? Almost to 48K. I wouldn't be surprised if we hit 48K tonight. Shout out to all the SDS, man. You guys are legends. Almost 48K. That means we're right around the corner from 50K. Crazy, man. Absolutely crazy. But again, shout out to all you guys, all the support you guys always showing me. Guys like Corey, guys like Sean, Joshua, and the list goes on and on and on. I can name all of you guys, and I might at the end of this. But you guys already know. Appreciate you guys forever. Corey says, these 35-10 predictions. Stop it. Said the same thing about ATL. Hey, I got caught being a little too confident with ATL 100%. I had to take my lumps. I was like the 49ers, if they go and do what they do, there's no business of them losing. Obviously, they didn't go do what they do, and they gave up. They made a lot of mistakes. They turned the ball over, and they didn't take advantage of opportunities and got beat. So I was one of those. He also says Niners are low on scoring and Cards always play hard. Even with McCoy, 20-17. So let's see. I got some numbers for you, and we'll get it. Well, again, keep dropping your score predictions if you haven't got them in there. I'm gonna start reading those off. The Cardinals are 11th in the NFL in red zone touchdowns. So I don't know if that becomes at a surprise to people that when the Cardinals get into the red zone, they are ranked 11th in punching it in and scoring touchdowns. The 49ers, however, when they get into the red zone, they're ranked 17th. So the Cards actually have a little bit of advantage so far this season. So it's interesting. And to kind of even expound more on the offensive scoring, in the first half, the 49ers rank 12th in scoring. Not bad, right? Upper half of the league. And the Cardinals rank 26th. Oh, that's not that great, right? Right. It matches the vibes. 49ers typically do decently well in the first half. Cardinals, not so much. But watch how this flips. In the second half, the 49ers ranked 24th in scoring offense. The Cardinals rank 3rd in the NFL. One more time. In the second half of games, the 49ers rank 24th in scoring offense. The Cardinals rank 3rd. So, going to be interesting to see how that all plays out. Because that's one I think the biggest critiques that we've had of this team is this team's got to play 4 quarters, man. It's not about playing a half, it's about playing 4 quarters all the way through. Thankfully, the 49ers defense, on the other hand, in regards to scoring, are a little bit better. The first half of games, the 49ers rank 4th in defensive scoring. The Cardinals are 27th. In the second half of games, the 49ers rank 13th. So it's a drop off, but they're still in the upper half. And guess what? The Cardinals are 27th. So the Cardinals defense does apparently give up points at a high rate. 49ers offense got to take advantage of it. They got to take advantage of it. And again, that defense that's 13th in the second half with against a Cardinals offense that's ranked 3rd in the second half. That looks like an opportunity where they're going to have to match up and buckle down. This game could be won very well in the second half. Very, very well could be won in the second half. The 49ers heading into this game are ranked 6th in yards per play. The Cardinals are 29th. So that seems like a good thing, right? The 49ers also heading into this game rank 5th in third down conversion rate. So should be there for the 49ers to take advantage of. But again, games are 60 minutes, not 30. So we'll see what comes of it. Now let's look at some of the score predictions you guys have dropped into the chat. Corey starts us off with 20-17. Feels like this is going to be a close game. Honestly, I don't disagree too much with that. And starting right after that, we got Chili saying 24-19 Niners. Our Aloha boy, Sean, 35-12 Niners. Not bad. Daniel says 23-17 or 27-17. So interesting. Hey, Zeus says just win, baby. Oh, we got a blowout 30-3. We'll see, man. 35-17 says Bubble. Charlene says 28-13, 27-17. Sergio's dropping 24-21 on us. Joshua says, no, Corey. I want it to be 35-13. 100%. We want it to be a blowout. Hey, if the 49ers play at their peak efficiency levels, that is 100% in the realm of possibility. But again, they got to play at that level. That's on them. That's not on the Cardinals. That's on them. 35-13 is a reasonable outcome if they play from the first whistle to the last whistle like we expect them or believe they should play, right? I think that's fair. He says 28-13. Brock Purdy coming in with the big sack saying 45-17. Niners win. We've got Vader 34-20. We've got David saying 17-10. 49ers win. 20-10 Niners. Nick dropping 20-13. I like this one. Cup saying 42-4 Cards. Hey, we needed some Cards love in here to kind of break the momentum heavily swung in the 49ers' favor. So thank you, Cup, for always being on the other side of the street. Sam says 28-17. Steven says 31-10. Jay Tan says 42-17. So I'm actually surprised. I would say based on what the chat is feeling, I'm seeing majority at least 10 points or more. So two score games or a win total average by at least 2 scores. I've seen 3 scores in others as well. More so than close games. Man, I hope that's the case. I'm going to be honest with you. I hope the 49ers go in there just smack the Cardinals around on primetime television. That's what I want. Is that what we get? I don't know. Darian on Facebook says 27-24 Niners, unless Mooney Ward can lock down Hopkins. It will be a two-score game at least. I like that thought process. But again, close score depending on the execution of the players going out there. Cowboy says 31-14. 31-14. Bryant Cope says 34-27. I like that. I don't know the full history of the Cardinals, not at all. He says maybe we can do a history lesson about the Chicago Cardinals. I had no idea. Is that where they originated from? I had no clue. Not even a clue that that was the case. 35-20 Niners, 28-13 Niners, 49K SDS. 50's cool, right? 50's cool. But the 49 is going to be cool, man. That is going to be cool. How do you access the super chat? That's a good question. I don't know. Maybe desktop. I don't know if you can do it from your phone. Maybe a chat can help you out. Shout out Charlene. Appreciate that. Appreciate everyone always showing love. You guys are the best. We got 21-38 49ers. Jason saying, ooh, he's like, it's going to be a barn burner, baby. We got 28-20, 28-17, 24-14. Niners win. Francisco on Facebook says Niners win 31-17. Also, too, shout out all my people on Facebook. On my platform, I don't see when you guys send stars, but what I try to do is I try to go back, and if you guys make a comment on Facebook and you send me stars, I will go back and I'll like, and I will also respond to whatever comment you sent with star. It doesn't show up on my StreamYard platform, but if you guys do send me stars on Facebook, I just want to let you know I appreciate you, and I do go and check, and I will respond direct if you do send me stars over there on Facebook. So again, shout out to all you guys, man. Appreciate you guys. Hey, aloha, Smitty in the chat. All right. Oh, did Tia figure it out? Yeah, Tia figured it out. Let's go. Appreciate the super chat, Tia. DeAndre Hopkins is dealing with a hamstring injury. How productive do you think he will be tonight? Well, I have the pleasure, I guess I should say, of saying I have tracked DeAndre Hopkins' entire career since he was at Clemson. He's one of my all-time favorite draft crushes. He's one of my all-time favorite players. I hate that he's on the Cardinals, but I still love him. I still love DeAndre. I hate that he's on the Cardinals, and that we got to face him 2 times a year. It makes me sick, but doesn't change the fact that he's one of my all-time favorite players since I started doing like my draft scouting. And he was one of my guys. He like my big thing with him when him and Sammy Watkins were coming out, everyone was like Sammy Watkins, Sammy Watkins, Sammy Watkins, and I'm like, nah. It's like DeAndre Hopkins is him. Stop talking about Sammy Watkins. Sammy Watkins is all right. Sammy Watkins is cool, but he's not DeAndre Hopkins. Everyone's like, DeAndre's slow. DeAndre's not this. He's bad. Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, whatever. DeAndre is him. So even though DeAndre is dealing with a hamstring injury, DeAndre got that dog in him, man. He wants to win. He wants to win, and he will put his body on the line. So I still think he'll have an opportunity to be productive. You could see too, like DeAndre and Kyler Murray weren't really vibing. So maybe even DeAndre and Colt McCoy are vibing on a different level. I do think DeAndre will have an opportunity to be productive tonight. It's up to the 49ers defense to shut that down. Because you have DeAndre Hopkins, who is a big-bodied wide receiver. You just throw the ball up to DeAndre. He's going to catch the ball. It doesn't matter. He's got the strongest hands in the NFL. But they also have Rondale Moore, who you can utilize underneath DeAndre is very fast, very shifty, very physical. So they have some weapons out there. And DeAndre might not be at 100%, but I do think DeAndre he'll still be productive, unless they just don't throw him the football. You throw DeAndre the football, he's going to be productive. He catches anything you throw his way. So it's just about trying to limit him as much as possible. Just really, really as much as possible uh, for this game. So I still think he'll have an impact. But if it's up to Mooney Ward, who's probably going to be playing on the outside? Diamador Lenore, Ambry Thomas. We'll see. We will see. We got some more score predictions coming in. 31-17, 31-9 from Aloha Smitty. Is that 3 field goals? That would be fire if the 49ers defense held them to 0 touchdowns. That would be nice. David says 30-10, 20-17, 32-17, 30-24, 20-9. So honestly, I'm not going to lie. I thought you guys would have it a little bit closer. I did. I thought you guys would have it a little bit closer, but I like the confidence heading into this game. I really do. I really, really do. 20-7 Niners, SDS, bro. Shout out to SDS. 40-0. Woo! Hey, Paul Hope, what's good, my legend? Paul's saying 31-14. What time? Oh, I was just about to ask. What time's it starting? So my guy Paul is over in the UK. 1 a.m. start time. You're a legend, man. That's wild. That's crazy. Paul's a rider for the faithful. Love to see it. What's good, Mariah? Shout out Mariah. Shoot both Paul and Mariah. Some subs, man. Shout out the 49ers content creator community. Always want to see the homies thrive. Okay, I'm catching up to the chat. If you haven't noticed, I'm a little behind in the chat, so I'm starting to catch up here. I'm almost to the bottom. Sorry, guys. I'm getting there. I want to make sure I get you guys seen. All right. I think I've caught up. Yes, I've caught up. All right. I'm going to give you my score prediction. So I got to stay consistent. I'm not going to switch up because I went on to Cron 4 last night. We do our weekly Sunday hits on Cron 4 News. And so it's out there, and I'm not going to switch it up because I still feel the same. I do think it's going to be a closer game. So my score prediction, I have the 49ers winning, but I think a little bit closer than what the chat has shown. So I had the 49ers 27 and the Cardinals 21. A little bit closer. Wait, what happened? Brad Chili donated like 5 memberships? What is that? He donated what? 5 memberships? Someone gave me up. I don't even know what that means. You can donate 5 memberships? Oh, we got Lake City Fresh in here. I missed my guys. He said 3120. This is kind of in the same boat. Donated like 5. Someone got to game me up. Yes. Roast this boomer. Roast this boomer. Cook him. How do you donate for 5? How do you donate to 5? What does that mean? What tarnation does that even mean? Oh, goodness. Good time. How do you donate 5 memberships for one person? How does that even happen? And I don't see it. I don't see it in the chat either. Regardless, clearly it happened. So shout out Chili, chat legend. He's I think he's relatively new, couple months, couple weeks. But he's making this he's came in like a heavy hitter. He's running our Discord already, all that good stuff. So make sure you join the Discord, by the way. Man, I don't see it. It's not showing up for me in my StreamYard chat. So you're gonna have to let me know because I am not seeing it. Chili gifted 5 SDS Elite Channel memberships to random viewers of the stream. Oh, really? What a legend. Shout out Chili, man. That's dope. Chili gifted 5 SDS Elite channel memberships to random viewers of the stream. Dude, shout out Chili, man. That's sick. 6? Bro. Shout out Chili. Make sure you join the Discord. Make sure you join the Discord. Chili's running that too. What a legend. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, Chili, man. Everyone shout out Chili. What a legend. The vibes are, as I was just about to say, the vibes are absolutely immaculate right now. Let's go. Chili to go. Let's go. Paul saying the Discord is great. You need to join. Let's go. What's a Discord? Do I plug it in? What do I do with it? Do I plug it in Discord or what exactly do I do with it? Is it Bluetooth? Is it one of them Bluetooth, or is there actual cord for it? Is it a cord, or do you plug it in, or is it a wire? I don't know. I don't know what it is. Yeah, I think it's a Discord. That cord. I don't know. Let's see. Did we just come up with a new inside joke? I think we might have we may have came up with a new inside joke. We got Boomer Brad in the building. Let's go. How in tarnations am I supposed to get the cord over there? Is it this cord or is it that cord? I can't make up my mind which one it is. Boomer Brad apparently has entered the chat. Shout out Chili, by the way. Oh, that's 7 now. Jeez. Woo! Oh, tarnation. This cord, that's a 7. Man. Shout out Chili. Speaking of chili, I'm hungry. I'm going to go give me some chili right after this. Oh, let's go. Okay, so I get it. I'm seeing it. The Boomer Brad is starting to figure it out. So Chili's he's buying the memberships and he's gifting them. Wow, that's dope. Shout out Chili, man. What a legend. Now wait a damn minute. Is it that cord or this cord? Or does it even have a cord? I don't get it. Make it make sense. I don't get what this means. I see 0 cords, so it must be wireless. Shout out Chili, chat legend. Join the Discord. Dude's putting in work. Chili out here doing the Lord's work. Appreciate you, man. All right. So we got Chili, got the chat electric. All right. Everyone get it together. Oh, he said share the Discord link. Okay, I got you. Discord link. Inner chat. All right. I dropped that cord in the chat. Discord. Not Discord. Chili out here doing some magical things out here. Shout out Chili. Seriously. Love the support, man. Appreciate you guys. Let's and we'll keep going back to it if he keeps handing out gifts, man. This will turn into this will be like the what is it, that Oprah like holiday show. You get a membership, you get a membership, you get a membership. All get memberships and we all got the Discords. We'll do it like that. Oh, good stuff. And Boomer Brad now exists. Thanks to Chili as well. So we have that too. Let's do some predictions. We did score prediction. Let's do offensive player of the game. Who is going to be the offensive player of the game versus the Cardinals today? You got a lot of options to choose from. Got plenty to choose from. You've got Kittle. You've got McCaffrey. You've got Debo. You've got Ayuk. You got Jimmy. Who else? Mitchell. We've got Ross the Boss Dwelly. We've got Juwan Jennings, third and Juwan. We've got, Ray McLeod. Why not? We got the offensive line. Show the offensive line some love. We got Trent Williams out here still tipping. Maybe I'm excited to see what Trent does tonight. That's going to be a fun one. Gammon Brown says, who would you rather be in a Lucha Libre match against Javon Kinlaw, Trent Williams? Oh, I don't like this question. I don't like this question because I would lose both. So that'd be really hard to pick. I feel like, Javon eats squirrels. So there's like a little bit, there's like a little notch of just like unpredictability with Javon. And he's so big. Yeah, oh my God, he would flatten me. But so was Trent. I don't like this question because I would get destroyed by both of them. Wouldn't even be a competition. But that's a funny question. All right, back to offensive player of the game. Let's see what we got in the chat. Chaz lit today. Smash that like button if you haven't. CMC, player of the game. Kittle. Ooh, I like that. Calling your shot with a Ray McLeod kick return touchdown. Today feels like a good day for Kittle. We had some conversations about Kittle in the media this week. Like, is Kittle, I think he even talked about it. He's like, "Hey, man, I'm open. You pass it to me. I'm there. I'm right there." Jimmy G, hopefully we get Jimmy Garoppolo against Arizona Cardinals in his career has 13 touchdowns and 3 interceptions, over 1,500 yards passing, and he has a over 112 passer rating. So Jimmy G has historically shown up against the Arizona Cardinals. We'll see if we get that a little bit more. Dwelly is on my mind. Hey, do we get a 2 touchdown Dwelly night? I'm sure most people's fantasy teams wouldn't be about that. Jesus says Debo, CMC for Tony. Russell says George Kittle. Sam's saying Elijah Kittle, CMC, Kittle plus Debo, Kittle and BA. Kittle exploding today for Mexico. Let's go. Feels like it would be a good day for Kittle. And we're not doing defense yet. We're gonna do defense next. Who gets more carries, CMC or Mitchell? Oh, it's a good question. I would not be surprised if Mitchell got more carries, because I think the conversation to have is who gets more touches. I think CMC gets more touches, but I think Mitchell gets more carries because CMC is such a weapon in the passing game and things like that. I still think he's going to get touches, but I also think the opportunities he's going to get in the passing game as well is going to kind of maybe put him a notch ahead of Mitchell, but I think Mitchell could get more carries, if that makes sense. Not doing defense yet. Kittle with 3 tutties. Ayuk. They allow the most reception yards by tight ends. Ooh, good nugget there. Good nugget there. Lewis says easy CMC. This is Levi's South. Michaela says Brad is the boss of this live chat. Chili's doing his best to make this his chat. He's doing a good job so far. This will be the week Trent scores a touchdown. If this happens, we're coming back to this. We're coming back to this Afix. After all the noise of like tipping, if this is the week that we get a Trent Williams touchdown, we're going crazy. We're going nuts. Absolutely nuts. We're getting some love for Robbie Gould in the chat. Green Thumb says Jimmy G will light up the night, over 350 pass yards. Hey, man, like we talked about, he's played well against the Arizona Cardinals from a statistical standpoint. So, I don't know. We'll see. Cards are 8th in rushing defense. Let's see. What do I think about Tom Brady? I'm not going to pretend like I've watched every Bucks game this year. Definitely seems like the team as a whole is struggling a little bit, but I haven't watched a whole lot of Bucks football. I'm not gonna lie. CMC and Mitchell go over 200 yards. I like that. Double-headed monster. Sam says, "Heck yeah, 350 passing yards for Jimmy. I'll take that." Boomer Brad sits out the match and let's fight each other. Oh, let's go, Chili. Shout out, Chili. Appreciate you, man. I'm just seeing this. Catching up in the chat. Shout out, Chili. That's his 8th gift of SDS subscription today. Man, this is he's making a run for chat MVP right now. This is unprecedented. It's up there, man. It's up there. I mean, we've had some wild days on this channel for sure, but Chili's trying to make his way into that conversation. I respect it. Tia, thank you for the super chat. It says, if Trent is tipping, other teams are doing a horrible job at stopping him. It's a really big deal, Tia. It's a really big deal. Just teams can't seem to figure out how to stop it. They just can't figure it out. Right? Appreciate the super chat to you. Steven says score prediction 23-17. 286 yards, 2 touchdowns. Jimmy G night. I agree. Chili's out here balling. Mariah. Ayuk. Yep. Ayuk. Yep. Ayuk. Yep. Brandon. BA. Oh, we get a juice touchdown tonight. I like that. Oh, this is bold. Feeling that Debo throws a touchdown. Wow. I like that too. Ayuk, Debo, Kittle, the GOATs. BA, CMC, Kittle score for show. I like that. Man, if we get this, we're coming back. We're clipping it. If this happens, we're clipping it. We're coming back to it, and we're posting it everywhere because that would be a legendary call from the A-Fix. If we get a Trent Williams touchdown, I want that Trent Williams touchdown, man. If you guys remember week 11 against the Jaguars is when he got an opportunity but got overthrown. I hope we get it. I'll allow it today, Chili. I'll allow it today. He said, "What's your password? If it's your channel, you should know, right?" He said, "The password is Chili." Let's go. Shout out Mike. Mike got gifted a membership. Shout out Chili for that. Legend. Chili's like Santa Claus today. You should do I should do a celebrity boxing match. I would be down. I'd be down. That'd be fun. All right. I think we are. All right. If I had to pick offensive player of the game today. If I had to pick offensive player of the game, mine goes to 2 players. Goes to Ayuk and Kittle. Because Kittle got 2 targets, 1 catch against the Chargers. Just it doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel right. And on the national stage, it feels like Kittle needs more opportunities. Feels like Kittle could deserve some of that, Travis Kelce scheming up. I would hope. So, but I do think because Debo, because we got some news. The Arizona Cardinals have activated D-line Michael Dogby and tight end Max Williams to the active roster. They did not activate Hollywood Brown from IR. So Max Williams has played a lot of football for them at tight end. But he's not someone that I'm necessarily worried about. He's a decent tight end. Obviously, and with the news of Zach Ertz being out, makes sense, I guess. But let's see. I forget my thought process that I was talking about. But if I had to give a player the game, I'm going to go Kittle because I want Kittle to have those opportunities. That's what I want. So I'm going to go Kittle. All right. So we're going to do our last prediction of the day before we get out of here. We're gonna do defensive player of the game. Who's it gonna be? I don't think we had a definitive offensive player of the game. I'm interested to see who the chat thinks that the defensive player of the game is going to be. I am interested to see what you guys think about that. Maybe it's going to be spread out, or maybe it's going to be a little bit more defined to one or two people. I'm interested to see what you guys think. So drop your defensive players of the game into the chat right meow, and we'll get into it. I think I know who I like. I do know who I like. I do know who I want to pick for defensive player of this game. And of course, if you have a bold prediction for the defense as well, drop that in and we'll kind of work through them. Oh, McDonald's Wi-Fi is back. Let's go. That's how you know it's a good stream. That's how you know it's a good stream. McDonald's Wi-Fi kicking in. It's a good stream. Spinning Circle of Death. Phenomenal stream. Some of our best streams have had the spinning circle of death a part of it. So drop your defensive players of the game. First, the fastest fingers wherever you are. I was going to say in the West, but I have no idea where Bubbly's located. He gets Bosa in there first, right before good old Chili. Chili says Fred. Big Huff. Ooh, I like this. When we get three, we get different answers right off the bat. Tony Montana drops Bosa. I swear, Jesus. I swear. Ever since the you change your profile picture and you change your name, the rebrand, I swear it is Charmander West all over again. It's Charmander West all over again. Boomerat says Bosa is my father. Spicy Warner. I like that one. Fred. Ooh, Samson Revenge. We didn't see Samson last week. Not necessarily revenge, but just gets an opportunity to play this week. Bosa. Ooh, I like this one from Corey. He says, I'm going to say Drake has a sack fumble recovery. Greenlaw. We talking about revenge. Greenlaw might be the one looking for revenge. That's a good point. I didn't even think about that. Greenlaw could be running extra hot because, as we know, we got ejected and he got fined over $10K for that hit on Justin Herbert. That's actually a good one. Greenlaw might be a man possessed out there tonight. He might be pissed. So that's actually a good one. That's actually a good one. Chili says Fred. Mr. Josiah says Fred. Mexicano Warner. Greenlaw is back. Bosa getting 3.5 sacks. That would talk about really solidifying yourself in that defensive player of the year conversation on prime time, the entire world watching. Yeah, that would be huge. Fred Warner and Bosa. Joshua says Mooney with a pick 6 and 2 PBUs. I like that one. Alex says gonna lock up Dre. Don't forget about Dre. Talanoa Hufanga, aka Hubanga, defensive MVP. Lewis says Fred Warner. Which Ward? There's 2 Wards. Jimmy Ward, Mooney Ward. Sam says 49ers defense has the coolest names. I don't think you're wrong about that. I don't think you're wrong about that at all. Hubanga? The entire linebacker core of Fred, Greenlaw, and Aziz. Mooney with the pick 6. Talanoa Hufanga. I'm guessing, for Caleb. Is Ebicon playing? Yep, he is. Huff, Greenlaw, Travis Ward, Talanoa Hufanga, Mooney locking up D Hop. We can only hope I got too much damn respect for D Hop to say it's going to be a foregone conclusion. But hey, you never know. You never know. This game has Bosa written all over it. I hear you. I hear you on that. Shaky O line with no Kyler to run away. I hear you on that. My man's spitting out here. 2 sacks coming in. Fred Warner. Mariah says Fred and Huff. That's a good guess. Simple. Huff. Huff. Bosa. Aloha says Fred Warner. Yo so Federico. I like that. Aziz. Greenlaw revenge game. I didn't think about that. I think Greenlaw might go absolutely berserk today. Talanoa Fonga, Green Thumb, appreciate the super chat. It says Huff on 2 sacks, 2 interceptions. Cheyenne says Bosa as always. Throwing up the T. Niner Gang says I want Mooney with a pick 6, but probably Fred with a pick 6 and a forced fumble. Nick Bosa, Trevor. So we've had a lot of different, we've had some names to choose from. Talno Funga pick 6, Bosa, Fred Warner. Oh, here's a new entry. Kevin Givens on the interior. Travis Ward. Alshair's healthy. Yep. Huff. Nick Bosa's 2 sacks. Bold prediction, pick 6 again. Kind of like pick 6 in the first showing. For sure. Fred with the pick 6, 1 sack. Bold prediction. Warner gets 1 pick for. Ooh. I like that one, Cheyenne. That's a good one. Oh, he says, I'm in the West. Let's go. Bosa and Fred Warner, Dre Greenlaw. How can it not be Bosa, baby? Talano Fonga, bold prediction, 6+ sacks. Ooh, I like that one. Right on top, you got Omenahue too. We've got our first Omenahue. Our first Jimmy Ward. Let's go. Michaela says, I say a turnover and then a touchdown. I like that. Murray is not playing. Steven says 3.5 sacks. Prediction, Brad Kuiper. BA, Omenahue. I like the Omenahue ones. Again, I'm a little behind in the chat, but Brad, it's McDonald's Wi-Fi for some of the people in the chat, not you. This cord or that cord, is it wireless? I have no idea. Oh, 10 sacks as a team? Givens 2 sacks? Bosa? Let's go. I like it. This one has Omenahue written all over it. They will key on Bosa 100%. And you're going to get Samson Ebukam back. Omenahue is always a sneaky bet. He's always around the quarterback. He is always around the quarterback. And if they can get Colt to hold on to that ball for just half a second longer, that's going to translate into like 2 sacks for Charles Omenahue. So I think Charles Omenahue is a good one. It's actually not a bad question. I'm going to come back to that one in a little bit. Bosa 2 sacks, no brainer. My defensive player of the game is Talanoa Vulgar. That's a new one. Mexican superstar Fred Warner going to have an awesome game. I agree. All right, I think we're caught up for the most part. Oh, the bots are in the chat. All right, I think I'm caught up for the most part. All right, I'll tell you what my defensive player of the game is going to be Fred Warner. I think Fred's going to ball. It just feels like a Frederico game, like prime time in Mexico. I just feel like Fred's going to ball out. I feel like Fred's going to be everywhere. So I do agree. Nick Bosa absolutely could come away as a player of the game. He has an opportunity to get multiple sacks. Charles Omenihu definitely has an opportunity to not only get multiple pressures, but multiple sacks. Drake Greenlaw has an opportunity to ball out in this game because Drake Greenlaw, revenge game for getting ejected last week. He could go crazy. And of course, Charvarius Ward locking up one of the best wide receivers in the NFL. That would speak wonders. Talanoa Hufanga doing Hubanga things. Hey, man, I see it all. All things are true. But this, so those are the offensive defensive players of the game. Shout out to all you guys who engaged with that. We got some good ones in there today. I like this question though because I'm interested to see what you guys think. He says, "Hey man, what do you think the weakest link on the 40?" Maybe I shouldn't have done this one because I think I already know what the chat's gonna say. I might take that one back because we had such good vibes going. I don't want to end on that one. So don't want to end on that one. We're gonna keep the vibes up. This has been a great stream so far. Shout out to all the homies as always for tapping in. We had good vibes today. Phenomenal vibes before this game starts and kicks off. Prime time. Um, yeah, I knew what the answer was going to be. I should have known better. Um, so really looking forward to it. Again, my score prediction 27-21. I do think it's going to be a little bit closer, but hey, maybe I want the 49ers to prove me wrong at this point. I'm working a little bit like reverse juju here. Like I'm trying to see how it works because I'm I'm trying I want the 49ers to play full 60 minutes. And if the score is 27-21, I wouldn't say that's a full 60 minutes. So I want the 49ers to prove me wrong here a little bit. I want them to kind of like reverse juju it. Like I'm saying, I still think, it's going to be a good game, but I don't think it's going to be one of those 60-minute games. We'll see. But if they come out, fundamentally execute from start to finish, there's no reason why they shouldn't score 35 plus points. But it's up to them to do what they need to do and play the entirety of the game, not just half of it. So little reverse juju here. I got Fred Warner as my defensive player of the game, and I got George Kittle as my offensive player of the game. We'll see what happens. Either way, the vibes are going to be absolutely electric tonight. Monday Night Football, the entire world is going to be watching. So lot of eyes on the 49ers tonight. Lot of eyes. Lot of eyes. All that stuff. So it's gonna be an interesting one, that's for sure. Shout out Chili. I think what was the total? I think Chili purchased 8 subscriptions and gifted 8 subscriptions to some Sourdough Squad members. So that is legendary. So shout out to Chili for that. And to show Chili some love, my guy's running the dopest. Is it Discord or is it that cord? I don't know. But either way, tap in. You want to get into the game chat. I dropped the link in the chat. I'll probably try to hop in there too. So normally I live tweet, but I might come into the chat and chat a little bit as well. So game chats popping. Make sure you hop in here. If you, again, a lot of SDS squad in there. So the vibes are immaculate. Hop in the disc. Hop in this here cord. Make sure you plug it in, and then it will work. So get into this cord and plug it in, and I think that's how it works. I don't really know. I don't know. So shout out Chili. Shout out to all the SDS. This was a fun show. Vibes are immaculate, and I hope we get on here and we have the same vibes. Of course, we understand what occurs after losses. So we're really hoping to keep this energy rolling and really look. The 49ers have an opportunity to take a big step forward in the NFC, in the NFC West. So this is a big game. Want to win this one. For sure. Let's go. Shout out Ellis. He says the best content creator and the most importantly is the best fans in the same place. That's what we like. That's what I love about the SDS. Again, best community on YouTube. The SDS stays undefeated. Always. Grab your cookies on the way out. Appreciate you guys. Smash that like button if you haven't already. Hop into the Discord or this. You get it. Hop into Discord and get in there for the game chat, all that good stuff. Appreciate you guys as always. We'll be up for the live post-game reaction. So hit that noti. Make sure you don't miss it. Smash the sub button if you haven't already. We are close. We're so close to 50K, but we're also even closer to 49K. You love to see it. So shout out to all you guys. We'll be back later tonight, hopefully talking about a W. Appreciate you all. I'm out of here. Peace. Smash that like button if you haven't already. Love to see it.